All right, let's get started. So we're gonna start as we normally do with our breathing. So we're gonna do 5 to 6 breaths today. On your back, you can either have your feet flat on the ground or you can have them up at 90 degrees. Your arms are gonna be in the air. You're gonna breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. When you breathe out, you wanna try to push all the air out. Like even when you think you can't breathe out anymore, just keep breathing out. Reaching high up into the sky as you can. Every time you breathe out, try to reach up higher. And when you do that, engage your lower core and try to keep that core engaged when you breathe back in. When you breathe in, think about trying to expand your ribs into the mat. So on your own, just 5 or 6 breaths. I really think about breathing into my rib cage versus through your belly. One more breath. Great work. All right, we're gonna go into our dead bugs. On the first round, we're gonna do a hold. And then the second round, we're gonna be using the band if you have one. And if you don't, I'll show you how you can do it without the band. With the hold, I'm just starting my stopwatch. You're gonna extend the opposite arm and opposite leg. You can either do one of two things. You can hold it for 5 seconds and come back up, or you can just hold it. We'll hold each side for 30 seconds. Use the breathing exercises that we just did. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Really trying to keep your back flat on the ground, engaging that lower core. Switch sides. It's a really good exercise in terms of thinking about really trying to extend through your shoulder to pushing your foot out, trying to extend through your whole body. It's a great core exercise for swimming because your body is learning how to be strong in an extended position. Nice work. Staying on your back, we're going to go into the glute bridge. Similar to the dead bug, we're just going to do a hold, a single leg hold. So you're going to come up as normal. You don't want to be arching your back, right? It's just coming up as far as your glutes and your hamstrings will allow. And then you're going to lift one leg and we're going to hold here for 30 seconds. Really just keep on reminding yourself to squeeze that glute and squeeze that hamstring. Also think about how your foot is positioned on the mat. So if you feel like you have a lot of pressure on the outside of your foot, try to think about really connecting with your big toe. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Five more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We're gonna do a hip flexor stretch now. So you're gonna be on your knees. You're gonna bring one leg forward. For those that have joined us, you guys know you want your shoulders, hips, and knee to be in alignment. You don't want to be bent far forward. And all you're gonna do is for the knee that's down, you're gonna just squeeze that glute to get a nice stretch in your hip flexor. If you want to add an extra stretch, you can reach your, sorry, I know you guys can't see me. You're gonna reach your arm overhead. We'll just hold here. Switch sides. I think I say this every week, but the stretch always feels so good after a long weekend of on your bike, or your back might be a little stiff, or your hip flexors are a little tight. Oh. Great work. Okay, we're gonna go back to the dead bug position. If you have your band, you're gonna stick it around your feet. If you don't have a band, what you can do is you will bring your opposite elbow and knee to each other. You're gonna hold that and just do 10 on each side and then switch. If you have your band, you can strap it around your feet and you're just gonna extend out, breathe out, raise your arms overhead, keep that back flat, pause for 2 to 3 seconds, come back up. You're gonna do 5 each side. This is a great exercise for hip flexor strength, for core strength. Really to remember to not be arching your back when you do this. It's very easy to let your back come up. So you have to think about keeping your core strong. Don't rush through this exercise. Really pause for a few seconds and breathe out. And you lift your arms overhead. Really try to extend your arms as much as you can. Last one. Nice work. Okay, we're gonna go back to the glute bridge. This time we're gonna do single leg reps, 10 each side. So just going up and coming back down. Remember not to arch your back. Remember to keep pressure on that big toe. When you've done 10, switch sides. Nice work. So we're gonna actually stand up for this hip flexor stretch. We've done this before. You're gonna bring one foot in front of the other. You want your knee to actually be behind your ankle, okay? And your leg's gonna be back. You want a pretty wide stance. And all you're gonna do is reach back into extension. Really as far back as you feel comfortable doing. It's really just getting this great hip flexor stretch here. And you can bend to the side if you want. Make it as light or as intense as you feel comfortable with. Just gonna hold here for about 30 seconds. Switch sides. Nice work. Hopefully you guys got a nice stretch with that.
All right, coming back down onto the ground, we're gonna go straight into our side plank. We are gonna challenge ourselves this week with a minute hold on each side. I would advise staggered feet, so your top foot is in front of your back foot. Really engage the shoulder as we come up. Let's do it. Reaching that top hand towards the sky. Really engaging that shoulder blade that's on the bottom. Obliques are really strong. That bottom glute is really strong and engaged. Keeping the chest open, no collapsing or any weird leaning with your hips. Great work. Halfway through. This is feeling a little too intense for you. Feel free to come down onto your knees and take a little break for a couple seconds and then come back up. Nice work. 15 seconds to go. Doing awesome. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Switching to the other side. That top foot in front, bottom foot in back. Bridging up. Nice work. Really reach towards the sky. That top arm. Keeping your chest nice and open. Great work. Halfway through already. I lied, actually, we're only 20 seconds through. Good job. Really think about turning on that glute that's closest to the ground. Nice job. 3. I lied, shoot, sorry guys. Counting is off today. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Nice job. That is an awesome sign if you were able to do a minute on each side. If not, you have something to work towards. We are going to come onto our back. This is a new one. We're going to come back into that dead bug position. Shoulder blades are slightly off the ground. The ribs are down. And this is a Pilates move. We're going to do little tiny pulses with our arms. We're going to stay here for 45 seconds. Relax your neck. So You're not straining your neck to keep your shoulders off the ground. You're using your core. Great work. The only thing that's moving is your arms. Nice job, 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice work. We're gonna come onto our hands and knees now. Go straight into our adductor stretch. Bring your leg out to the side. Foot is flat on the ground. We're gonna slowly rock back and forth. We're gonna do this for a minute, so take your time. Be nice and gentle with this one, and you can try to rock back a little bit deeper with each movement. But this should be a real feel-good mobility exercise, nothing that you're forcing here. Great work. "20 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. Bringing that leg out, gently rocking back. If you want to get a little bit more into your hamstring or upper adductor, you can turn your toe up towards the sky. But if you feel like you're hitting the right spots with your foot just on the ground, then stay there. "20 seconds left here. Nice job. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Shake it out a little bit. We're gonna go into a front plank here. On your hands, reach your upper back towards the sky, because that will really help you keep your ribs down and properly engage your core. And we're gonna hang out here for a minute. If you want to challenge yourself, you can do shoulder taps. But I want you to hold the shoulder tap for a second or two each time. This is not about rushing through the movements or using momentum to do the movement. It's about really being in control. If you want to make this a little easier, you can widen your feet. If you want to make it a little more challenging, you can bring your feet closer together. So I really want you to think about keeping that core super engaged. Your glutes should be tight and turned on. Ribs are down. And if you're doing that movement, it's nice and slow. There's no side to side rocking. 5 seconds left, doing awesome. Down, great work. We're gonna go back to the side plank. And we're gonna have our feet staggered again. We're gonna come up like we did for the last one. And we're gonna do little mini twists. So you're just twisting from your obliques. The only rotation is coming from right here on the oblique, the one that's closest to the ground. You're just gonna reach forward, keep that top arm straight, You're just reaching forward a little bit. We're only gonna do this for 30 seconds, so 15 seconds left to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down, switching sides. Reaching that top, coming up, shoulders engaged, glutes engaged, reaching towards the sky and little rotations through that oblique. Great job. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Coming down. All right, we're gonna go back to that Pilates move. If you felt like what we just did was perfectly challenging for you, you can stay there. But if you want to mix it up, we're going to go into like a sitting V position like you would do for Russian twists. But we're going to do our pulses here. So feet are off the ground. You're leaning back. And we're going to do our Pilates move. These are called the Pilates 100 because in a Pilates class you would do 100 little pulses with your arms, but we're just gonna do 45 seconds again. Your body should be totally still except for those arms. Trying to lean back, keeping those ribs down. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. One mobility exercise here. We're going to go onto our hands and knees. You're going to put your right arm behind your head. I don't know if there you can see me now. And you're going to reach that elbow towards the other arm and then open up through your T-spine. So the rotation here is through the T-spine, twisting through the upper back. So you do 10 on each side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, really opening up your chest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great work.
Nice job, everybody. All right, we're gonna go to everybody's favorite, the single leg iso hold. Okay, so we're gonna stand up. Your knee is gonna be just right, essentially over your ankle. You don't need to step back too far. And all you're gonna do is we're just gonna go down into essentially like a lunge position. You can go down as far as you want or as less far as you want, I guess. And we're gonna hold it for a minute. So really try to challenge yourself. In 3, 2, 1, go. You're definitely gonna feel a little bit of stretch in the hip flexor, which is great. The lower you can go, the better. Really think about activating your glute. So the more you activate the glute, the more it's gonna take stress off of your quad. Usually it's your quad that starts to fatigue the fastest. So if you're really thinking about activating that glute, it's gonna help. You guys are doing great. We have 20 seconds left. See if you can go a little bit lower for those last 20. Three, two, one. Come up slowly. Shake it off for a second. Whew. Switch legs. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. This is just a really good exercise for getting glute engagement and also just getting a little bit of a extra hip flexor stretch. I think I've mentioned this before, but you may notice that one leg is better than the other, and also your balance on one side may be better than on the other side, and that's okay. That's why it's good to do this. Great work. You've got 20 seconds left. See if you can go a little bit lower. Ten seconds. Three, two, one. Woo. Nice job. Shake it out. Okay, we're gonna go into a plank position on your elbows. And we're gonna do a plank march. So we're gonna hold this for 1 minute. All you're gonna do is you're gonna lift one leg at a time. The goal is to not be, you don't wanna be moving your hips. You wanna keep your hips as stable as possible with very little movement and very little dropping too. So both from a lateral standpoint and a vertical standpoint. Here we go. Do it slowly. You don't need to do it fast. You can pause in between each one. If you're finding this challenging, you can simply hold the plank, which is totally fine. Think about activating your glute and really squeezing your butt. It will help raise your leg up. And you want to try to raise your leg as like straight as possible versus, for example, bringing it out to the side a little bit. You're doing a great job. We have 15 seconds left. Three, two, one. Great work. Okay, we're gonna do an open book. This is another thoracic spine mobility exercise. All you're gonna do is you're gonna lay on your side with your knees at 90 degrees. So when you open up, the number one key is you don't want your top leg to slide back. So you really need to keep your two knees in alignment. And all you're gonna do is open up. You may feel a few little adjustments. And really try to breathe through your ribs. We're just gonna hold here for 45 seconds. Every time you breathe out, try to twist from your upper back a little bit more. Using the same breathing fundamentals that we did at the start of the class. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You may notice, sometimes my biceps and my pecs are really tight. So when I do this, I even feel a stretch in my bicep and in my pecs. 10 more seconds here. Nice work. Switch sides. I love to do this exercise actually after I've done a long bike ride, because I just feel like sometimes my back is so tight after sitting on my bike for so long. It just feels really good to do this. 10 more seconds here. Nice work. Okay, we're gonna go and do the iso hold one more time. This time we're just gonna do it for 30 seconds. We did a minute last time, so it's gonna be shorter. So back up. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. I forgot to mention last round, but you need to elevate your heel on the front. So see, my heel is elevated here. Actually forgot to do it myself, but that's the way you're supposed to do it. Nice work. 10 more seconds. Try to go a little bit lower if you can. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. This round's not quite as hard. 3, 2, 1. In. Bring that heel up. Front heel. Nice work. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're gonna go into a bird dog. So on all fours, and you're gonna extend out the opposite arm and opposite leg. And we're just gonna do 5 on each side. Really think when you're coming in and extending out, think about keeping your hips really stable. So you have to keep that core strong. Really think about activating that glute as you come up. This is like the back part of your run stride right there. You really want to activate that glute. After you've done 5, you can switch sides. Nice work. And the last thing, real quick, we're just gonna do a cobra. So you're gonna come down. You can either be on your elbows if you want, or up on your hands, and we're just gonna hold here for 45 seconds. Really think about your breathing, and I like to think about pushing my upper back forward. Remember not to have your shoulders up like this. You want to draw your shoulders back. Try to keep your low back and your butt pretty relaxed. And really just trying to extend through your upper spine. You may feel a stretch through your front core, which is great. $15 more seconds here. Nice work. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everybody.
Great job, everyone. Have a fabulous week.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to join us on Friday, 9 a.m.